Hello, everyone, again. To discuss my war on poverty plan, I want you to picture a nice old lady, okay, whose husband worked for 50 years, and then eventually they ran out of money, and she has to live in a low-income apartment with her daughter and her daughter's family, okay, and they can't afford rent. They're getting evicted soon, and she's sad and she's crying, and everyone's sad. The kids are sad. This is a completely preventable situation. There's more than enough money to address it. Again, I use the example of Jerry Seinfeld with $950 million. If he puts just $700 million into a savings account, if that savings account only gives him 1% per year, okay, which is low, okay, that means in every year he gets $7 million for having that savings account out of just 700 million of his $950 million. That means in 3 years, that's $21 million. That is millions of dollars more than his around $17 million, 17.2 or something it came out to, $million share in the $1 trillion redistribution plan. Okay? So every so often, that $1 trillion goes back. The first trillion, maybe 100 billion of it, is spent to build low-income housing. The rest is to subsidize the rent. So keep it cheap and then subsidize it so it's cheaper. And then every time that $1 trillion, the rich recoups that $1 trillion, they redistribute another trillion. But you see how he'll have much more money than that. He'll be, unless he's an idiot, he'll be a billionaire even with these things occurring just by putting his money in investments and in savings accounts. You see what I'm saying? He'd have to be an idiot to mess that up. You see what I'm saying? So he's probably going to be worth more than $950 million even if these plans all pass. So there's no reason not to pass the plan. There's no reason for that old lady to be sad. There's no reason for her family to be sad, for those children to be sad, for them to not have enough food in the refrigerator, for them to have to cut corners, for them to be made fun of by their classmates. There's no reason for homeless people, okay, to get stabbed in a homeless encampment. Homeless people to get pushed around, not knowing where they're going to go, clearing out encampments. They say, where are they going to go? They're stressing. Because society didn't treat them fairly, and their response was the expected response. If you treat a bunch of people not fairly, some of them will go insane. Some of them will go homeless. This is the expected output of a system that the rich have taken advantage of, and they've exploited and taken advantage of these people. And they've exerted various forms of control. Some of them are more repugnant than others. It is the very, 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 very least they could do. And they could easily afford it.